more honourable than his brethren. And his mother called his name Jabel, saying, because I bear him with sorrow. Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, O that thou would bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast, and that thy hand might be with me, and that thou wouldst keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And God granted him that which he requested. And many of us, day by day, pray that prayer. Oh God, bless me. Now, on the surface, we might look at that prayer I mentioned, and you might say, well, is there a touch of selfishness in that prayer, considering we have me, and me? And you remember what I said, my friend? Understand this. Anytime God blesses us, we're talking about the blessing of God, even if you ask God to bless you, I'll never be selfish. I'll tell you why. Because God's blessing, if it's the blessing of God, always it will overflow. So even although you ask God to bless you, God's blessing upon your life as a Christian will always have an overflow. So at the end of the day, others will be blessed in regards to that anyway. We looked at under three headings. We looked at the exceptional prayer, the endearing prayer, and the effectual prayer. The effectual prayer, that stands to reason God granted him that which he requested. It was effectual. He got his prayers answered. In regards to the exceptional prayer, what I said was 9 chapters of genealogy. Remember what I said? We're always tempted, aren't we? We're doing systematic Bible reading. We come to 1 Chronicles. Look at chapter 1. Oh, help me. Oh, look at these. Oh, especially in the oh, I get to make sure that everyone that I read. Come to chapter here for this. And you see, maybe we'll get reminded by 5 and 6. So you look at 5 and 6, and you say, for goodness sake, this is good. This is good. It ends in chapter 9. So 9 chapters of genealogy. And 9 chapters of genealogy. And in the middle of it all, 1 Chronicles chapter 4, here's the prayer line of a very special person. A very, very, very special person. Jabez was more honourable than his brethren. A special person, special prayer line, special blessing that God gave him. And so we looked at that, and we looked, of course, it's an endearing prayer. The reason why I said it's an endearing prayer, because it's what God is looking for from us. God wants us to ask to be blessed. We looked at Jeremiah 33, just one scripture, Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse 3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Call unto me, and I will answer thee and show thee great and mighty things. But my friend, we've got to call, we've got to ask. So that's what we looked at, generally speaking, 2 weeks ago tonight. But coming then again to the second sermon on the prayer of Jabez, I want to look at the subject of don't settle for less. Never settle for less. For less than what? Less what God wants to give you, my friend. Never settle for less. It's good to know the background to Jabez. When did he live? When did he live? He lived during the book of Judges. Now, my friend, that shows us that in itself shows us how outstanding he was. I'll tell you why. You know why? Because if ever there was a time in Israel, it comes right through in Joshua's time into the book of Judges, where God's people were quite prepared to settle for less than God had given them. That was the period. That was the period. In fact, look at Judges chapter 1 for a moment. Look at Judges chapter 1. Judges chapter 1. I beg your pardon, Joshua. The scripture, I haven't got that particular scripture I was looking for. But I think in Joshua 18 is one thing, or Joshua 18. Yeah, Joshua 18 is the scripture I'm actually looking for. In verse 2, this is the background. This Joshua, the book of Joshua, this is the background to Jabez, to someone who realized the potential, realized every blessing God had for them. Verse 2 of Joshua 18, and there remained among the children of Israel 7 tribes which had not yet received their inheritance. Joshua said unto the children of Israel, how long are ye slack to go to possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you? How long are ye slack to go and to possess the land? My friend, let me ask you something. Could it be a case of spiritual slackness in your life this morning? You never fully entered into the blessing that God has provided. Spiritual slackness, my friend. Spiritual slackness, not seeking with all your heart the blessing that God has for you. That's why there is a few other verses. There's Joshua, we've got the Joshua 18. Look at Psalm 81 for a moment. Psalm 81, verse 13 and 16. You see, these are side commentaries. This is a commentary, of course, that Israel in fact is recorded in the Psalm. In Psalm 81, where it's regarding what happened many years before. Verse 14, I sin has Judah enemies, turn my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto me, but their pain should have endured forever. He should have fed them. Listen. He should have fed them with the finest of the wheat, with honey out of the rock should have satisfied thee. That's what he should have done. And the best. God, out of all the nations, he brings Israel into a covenant relationship with himself. The only nation ever in a covenant relationship with him. Gives them the land above all lands, the land of Israel. We looked 2 weeks ago at Deuteronomy chapter 28. Memory serves it correctly, the first 14 verses. Blessing after blessing after blessing. That's why we're singing that hymn, God beyond all praising. We're blessing God for what? Blessings without number. My friend, God wants us to bless us. God to ask. And just back over the other one, just over the page in Psalm 78, verse 39. Just back over the page in verse 40. Oh, that's Psalm 78 there. How often did they provoke him in the wilderness, grieve him in the desert, yea, they turned back and tempted God. And listen, limited the Holy One of Israel. They limit the Holy One of Israel as a nation. Oh, my friend, never limit God in your life. Never put limitations. You see, what can put limitations? Oh, my friend, unbelief is one, and lack of faith, obviously. Lack of faith. I just feel for a few moments now, I've got these 4 points up there, and they're obviously on the line of another important figure in the Old Testament, of course, Caleb. I just feel for a few moments just now, just to speak about prayer, because prayer, my friend, is so important. We'll never be blessed unless we pray. That's the whole thing to do with the prayer of Jabez. Look at Acts chapter 10 for a few moments. Acts chapter 10. Acts chapter 10. There's a certain man that says a name called Cornelius, the centurion of the band called the Italian band, a devout man, the one that feared God with all his house, which gave much chance to the people, prayed to God. Look at that. Prayed to God all day. Saw the vision. Why was he able to pray to God all day? Look at this prayer life like that. Why was he able to have a prayer life like that? You say, well, he probably was in a retirement home for old people. That's what it says. That's what it says about Cornelius. Spent his days in a retirement home, and all he had to do was play Scrabble and pray. Dominance, and pray. No, my God. That's not what it says at all. You know, about the Imperial Roman army, you'll know it was made up of legions. Legions were 6,000 strong. And that's how you talk about the legions, the Roman legions. Roman army was made up of legions 6,000 strong. And although, if you've seen old films of the Roman Empire, you'll see the Roman armies marching through Rome in triumph, and the tribunes, they were the people who rode at the front in chariots, took all the honour, took all the glory. But you know anything about the Roman ancient army, you'll know the centurions, who were over 100 men. They were the whole backbone of the army. They were the army, the centurions. Everything depended on the centurions. So here's a man who's just a full-time soldier in the Roman army, but he's an officer, my friend. Here's a man with a full-time job as an officer. So how does he say he prayed to God all day? Because he made time. That's what. He made time, my friend. It's making time. Sometimes we excuse ourselves, oh, I'm so busy doing this, I'm so busy doing that. My friend, make the time. Make the time. It's encouraging in Friday night in the prayer meeting and to hear new voices over the last couple of weeks. It's lovely on Friday to hear a new voice in the prayer meeting. That's always a blessing. Maybe you used to pray in the prayer meeting. You haven't prayed for years. There's people now coming in. And they're now praying, my friend. And that was a blessing. I found something else that was a blessing. And that was the brokenness. Sense of brokenness. That was in the prayer meeting on Friday as we prayed over souls, as we prayed for revival. And may we always have that brokenness. Our elder John brought us the word of God and the need, my friend, to have the compassion for Christ. And I think in one prayer what I mentioned was that the disciples of Christ had a lot to learn from Christ in regards to truths and doctrines. Of course they had. But one of the most important things they had to learn was the life of Christ, to be a copy of Christ, because you'll know the discussions at times on who is the greatest. We then had John and James on one occasion wanted to bring judgment down on a group of people. And at times they were a wee bit lack of patience with children, and then at times they were saw the multitude and send them away, Lord, and tell them they feed themselves, and the Lord said, you feed them. One of the most important things in the Christian life, my friend, yes, we must have the truth, we must have the doctrine, but it's being Christ all over again. It's seeing with the eyes of Christ. Feeling with the heart of Christ. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but every moment of my life I pray that, Lord, give me a sense of give me the word of God. Philippians, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Give me a copy of your heart. Give me a copy of your mind for every situation I handle each day. And so, as I say, my friend, Jabez was blessed by God, but Jabez prayed. And before we, I'll have enough time, okay, don't worry about the time, I'll have enough time to go into these 4 points, but I just feel the emphasis to emphasize prayer. I remember how the Friday night, I can remember the prayer meetings many years ago. And we would pray just now, we can't all pray, but when the pastor was here, and I remember the times of prayer, we used to all pray 2 and 3 times. Why? Because we prayed sharp prayers and quick prayers, 2 or 3 minute prayers, my friend. And the whole prayer meeting we could pray 3 times each. You see, we pray 3 times each. Sometimes we're inclined a wee bit in a prayer meeting to bring our private prayers into a public prayer. But that's how the prayer meetings were all started in this church. And as I say, to pray, as John reminded us on Friday night, we're all called to intercession. All called to intercession. There's one thing I could share with you just now, which always lies heavy on me when Irene at this particular time. Ramadan, the fast of Ramadan commenced last Monday as a 29-year day fast for Muslims. And there's 2 things I always pray, and 2 things you could pray for. Nothing unusual, particularly coming near the end of Ramadan for certain Muslim countries. Violence could flare up against Muslim people. So that happens. So let's pray, my friend, that God will protect His people in Muslim countries during Ramadan. The other thing is about Ramadan is that you will find that there's people who, very religious Muslims, who not only fast but pray and seek during Ramadan to enter into a deeper religious experience. Now, I don't doubt they could reach a deeper religious experience, but it certainly wouldn't be the experience of Christ. But pray, my friend, pray during Ramadan, and God will open the eyes all over the world and up the road there. God will open the eyes, and God will open the eyes of Muslims to see Christ and get the true Christian experience. So let's, if we pray for that. You see, one thing I've tried to do for many, many years in the Zion Baptist Church is promote 2 things. One is take an interest in prayer for the conversion of Jews. We've been doing that in Zion for decades. And the other thing is take an interest in prayer for the persecuted saints. That's why I hand out magazines for you to read photos, etc. And how you read these magazines, my friend, you see, there's more to intercession than prayer. I was just saying this to Irene yesterday. Irene myself over breakfast read parts of the scripture, then we read over different parts of literature in regards to the persecution of the saints. And then after breakfast we have family worship, and then praying, we pray over, during the family worship, we pray over the different situations of God's people being in custody and suffering and all the rest of it. And you'll know what you're touching in real intercession. Intercession, my friend, is more than prayer. Intercession will carry pain. I was saying that to Irene yesterday. Yesterday morning, I just felt for hours of pain, not physical pain, it's a pain here. You say, what pain is that? That's you carrying the pain, my friend. You feel tears coming into your eyes. You're carrying the pain of the suffering child. That's intercession. That's more than prayer. It's not just prayer, it's pain, my friend. And you'll know how deep you get into intercession, irrespective of what the intercession is for, whether it be for members in Zion, whether it be for illnesses, sicknesses, my friend. We have a number of people ill in Zion Baptist Church, and we're praying for them in intercession. how much you will know how deep you get into the intercession is the pain that you carry. The pain that you carry for your brothers and sisters. Whether it be brothers and sisters of God, or brothers and sisters here, that will depend. You say, well, Jack, I don't know if the power felt me as deep in the deepest of my life. That's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will take you into that. You carry the pain, you carry it forever, you carry the peace. Not physical pain, but you carry that. You carry it, you feel tears come into your eyes. And that's prayer, and that's intercession. Whether it be intercession for brothers and sisters in Zion, whether it be intercession for God's people abroad, whatever, that's intercession. I'm not preaching on those songs. I just open my heart to you to show you what I see prayer is from the Word of God. True intercession, whether it be for our brothers and sisters, whether it be for those who are sharing illnesses, problems, whether it be for God's people abroad, my friend, whatever true intercession brings. It's not just prayer that will bring you pain. And that's why, as I say, for decades, I've sought to promote in Zion a great interest in praying for the conversion of Jews and praying for the persecuted saints. So I thought I'd share that with you before we move on to the actual part of the sermon, which I have in actual points, which of course is coming back now to Joshua. And now I see the prayer of the concept for this, sustaining our vision. And I want just to look at 4 points on the life of Caleb for the remainder of the time. I just felt myself I should share in prayer because, well, Jabel's prayer is all about prayer. It's necessary prayer. And thank God for the brokenness that is here on Friday night. We heard that. The tears that were shed, my friend, on Friday night. Thank God for that. May we see more of that, more of a brokenness, more of tears shed over lost sinners, shed for our unconverted loved ones. So that brings us then to the 4 things, sustaining our vision. And when we look at Caleb, look at that verse 10, and now behold, the Lord has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years. Maybe God has given you a vision for something that's never been realized. He's saying, but I need to wait 45 years for my vision to be realized. Do I need to sustain the vision for 45 years? My friend, you've been praying here. You've been praying here for revival. Praying here for revival since the church commenced. I've been praying for revival since probably maybe 16. Now 76, so that's 60 years. You see, do you still feel the vision? Never felt it more. Why? Because I believe that God has put that fire in our hearts for revival. That's what God's put a fire in our hearts. And He'll keep putting fuel in the fire, however long we might need to wait. I believe great things are coming this time. Hallelujah. I do believe that. I do believe that. And it's never been, I say this truthfully, it's never been more exciting to be a doorkeeper in this church. I mean, last Sunday morning, just bowled me right over. And I think, I never know who's coming to that door on a Sunday night or a Sunday morning. You just never know. And that couple, Joseph and Victoria, 2 Roman Catholics from Slovakia, came to the door and said, "You got any holy water in there?" To baptize the holy water in there. Baptize the baby. So I said, well, I think we better come in, Victoria and Joseph, and I'll explain to you why we don't have holy water, why we don't have to use any kind of water in regards to babies. And I brought them in, and they sat nearly the whole sermon of John. And then before it out, I gave them ultimate questions by John Blanchard. They hardly believe I gave them in Slovakian. There's a book, gospel book in Slovakian, take that for you. You never know. You never know, Robert, what's going to happen up there. You never know who's coming to that door. For some reason or another, God's bringing people to Zion Baptist Church, whether it's a holy word or another. There's a story I tell about when we used to have handkerchiefs that pastor prayed over. They took to people who were out. I myself at this particular time, but for years we were in the doors, chapping the doors on a Sunday, and this lady came, I'm to be a road and she was, I said, I could bring you a handkerchief from our pastor. And she said, right, I said, well, bring it next Sunday. So I brought it the next Sunday, handkerchief prayed over by our pastor. Following Sunday, back to her door, and I said to her, did you find help from that? She said, I did actually. But she said, I took it to the chapel and did it in holy water, just to make sure it worked. That's true. I know I'm a storyteller, but it's actually true. Up the road there. No, my friend, I just find myself, I love sitting up there because I love my eyes glued to that screen, and I say to myself, who's coming down that road next? Or who's coming around that corner? Zion Baptist Church. No, hold on, never give up, my friend. Look at this, and yet I'm as strong this day as I was this day that Moses sent me. My strength was then, even so is my strength out for war, both to go and to come. And my friend, that's not just physical strength, that's strength of character. Your heart is out to Joshua and Caleb, doesn't it? Your heart is out to them. God sent 12 spies to spy out the land. 10 come back with a bad report. And when they should have been getting to claim their inheritance, because of the grumbling and complaining of 10 spies, God forfeited the whole thing, operation for that generation. He said, none of them will go and see the land. Just Joshua and Caleb. But if they wait till that generation had all died, that took 45 years. So Joshua at 40 years of age, and God came in to 85, and Joshua outlines. And you say, but let me say to you this morning, if you've got a vision that God has given you, or given you a rebel plan, and it's not being realized, don't lose it. Hold on to it. Hold your vision. Sustain your vision, my friend. Verse 12, now therefore give me this mountain. If he's alive today, what his favourite song be, what would that Motown song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough? He's playing at the piano in the house, just Ain't No Mountain High Enough. No, my friend, no, never give up. Sustain your vision for this church. Sustain your vision for yourself. Sustain your vision for your family. Sustain your vision, my friend. And look at, as I say, this is more than physical strength. I know physical strength was involved, obviously, because Caleb did fight physically. But it's not just that strength of mind, strength of character, mental strength. And you know something? To encourage you, maybe God gave you a vision some time ago, or something. Maybe months, maybe years. If you could realize today, how it is. Could you realize today? This could be the day. This could be the day, my friend, when your vision realized. When that word, that promise that God gave you. That's why it's good to write promises into maybe the margins of your Bible, or such a month and such a day, such a year, to write that. And we look at Joshua again. We'll look at Joshua chapter 14. So Jabel wasn't discouraged then. Look where God, Joshua blessed him and gave unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh, Hebron for an inheritance. Hebron is always, my friend, very, very special place even to this day in Israel. When I was over in Israel the first time, second time, and I probably always wanted to go. I always felt an attraction, a joy to Hebron. But I was always in danger there until the last time I was in Israel. And then, of course, I've never met anyone who's ever been in Hebron to this day. I don't know anyone. You see, why is that? Because that's for people. Hebron is only for people who court danger, like Irene and myself. It's only for people who court danger, people who love danger and that type of thing. People who that particular time there too. And I knew myself had 4 friends with us, and I just brought them into the middle of a riot, an absolute riot in Jerusalem, and I didn't know where anyone was. I didn't know where my friends were. I didn't know where Irene was. It was 2 hours and Ian and Loretta and Joe and Jane. And I just phoned Jane. I said to Jane, one thing in my life. I don't know where everybody else was. I said, Jane, just one thing I think. We'll catch up with something there, somewhere we'll catch up with. Hebron, very, very special place. And that type of thing. But you see, my friend, that brings us to the second thing, the source of provision. This is very important, the source of provision. You know why? The only vision that's ever worth sustaining is what is its source of God. Not just holding on to visions of your own imagination, visions of this and visions of that. The whole secret behind Caleb was verse 9 of Joshua 14. And Moses sware in that day, saying, surely the land whereon thy feet have trodden shall be thine inheritance, and thy children's forever, because thou hast wholly followed the Lord thy God. There's another scripture. I don't have it in the notes, but there's another scripture that says Caleb was another spirit. I probably mentioned that. I don't know if it was last Sunday morning. We probably mentioned it. Caleb was of a different spirit. The same spirit as Joshua, although Joshua was a leader. Different spirit. And that's it, my friend. Never at any time nothing worth holding on to. You see, when Moses saw this after he came out, left the palace, turned his back on the royal household in Egypt, he always had a vision he saw the way the people were suppressed, which was true, and in bondage, which was true, and he probably had a vision to deliver them. And he ended up killing an Egyptian over it. God wasn't in that at all, actually. And at the end of the day, Moses had to run away for 40 years? 40 years? No. The only vision is ever worth holding on to is when God's given you something that God has given you. Over in Luke's Gospel, chapter 8. Luke's Gospel, chapter 8. Sometimes in very difficult, desperate situations, the Lord gives us our word. Luke chapter 8 and in verse 41. Luke 8:41. Behold, there came a man named Jairus. He was a ruler of the synagogue. He fell down at Jesus' feet. They sought him that he would come into his house. But he had one only daughter, about 12 years of age, and she lay dying. But as he went, the people flocked him. And if you know the story, it was Christ then, Christ himself, the woman having the issue of blood, stops him touches the border of his garment. Christ then has a conversation with her right down to verse 48. Daughter, be of good comfort. Verse 49, well, he yet spake, and cometh round from the road of the cynical's house, saying to him, my daughter is dead, trouble not the master. And when Jesus heard it, oh my friend, he gave him a word to hold on to. A word is all of a sudden, you can just imagine his world collapsing. It just come to Christ for a healing for him. Just come for a healing, and then, just while the words is hardly out of his mouth, then comes another word. The daughter's dead. And it's then. Then Christ gives him something to hold on to. What is it? Fear not. Fear not, believe only. She shall be made whole. Maybe this morning, my friends, you're in a situation, a desperate situation in your own life. The Lord said to you, fear not. Fear not. Only believe. And that was what the Lord asked Jairus to hold on to. Fear not. Only believe. His daughter was raised to life. Hallelujah. So, my friend, definitely sustain your vision, sustain everything that God has promised you, provide its source, is God, like Caleb, of course. And that's why the sureness of the vision, that's why it will be realized, my friend. See, if God's given you a vision, it will surely be realized. See, if God's given you a word for whatever the situation is in your life, might be, whatever the situation in your life may be, go on. He's given you a word. I'll be fulfilled. Hallelujah. It will be. It will be sure. Joshua 15 and verse 13. And unto Caleb, that's Joshua 15 and 13, unto Caleb the son of Jabel, he was part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the three sons of Anak, Sheshai and Ahinam, Talmi, the children of Anak, and he walked thence to the inhabitants of Jabel. The name of David from his churches ever. But you know what, friend, 45 years before, it was the sons of Anak who gave the 10 spies. It was people like the sons of Anak, and they saw the sons of Anak. They said to themselves, oh, we're not able for this. Giants in the land. But you see, my friend, because God was in it. And because God was in it. And God was in everything that He promised Caleb. Because God was in it, God fulfilled it. And He fulfilled for you every word that He's promised you, every text of Scripture He's given you, every vision. Then He drove thence the three sons of Anak. Sureness of the vision, my friend. But you know something? What about the last one? What about the last one? What could we say on the last point, the spreading of a vision, or the sharing of a vision? You say, come like Caleb, like family. Like Caleb, like family. Because Caleb was a man of tremendous strength and character, different spirit of God in him, obviously. Tremendous character, tremendous fortitude, tremendous resilience, all these strengths in his godly character, who was able to take and see fulfilled what God had promised him. But you know something? To spread to his family. Look at Judges chapter 1. Judges chapter 1. And this is where it's important. Important, my friend, is fathers this morning, fathers of families, to have an influence in God, because Caleb obviously had an influence. like, whatever that just needs to be 5 minutes. Like Carol, like daughter. What's his daughter's name again? And daughter's his younger, Aksa, his daughter to wife. And Caleb said, he that smiteth the culture separate and taketh it to him, will I give Aksa my daughter to wife. Othniel the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, took it. He must have thought Aksa was worth fighting for, eh? Must have been special. One of the Christian writers of the last of 20th century, a preacher who had been a big influence in my life was Martin Lloyd Jones, who was a brilliant doctor, of course, Harley Street specialist. What people don't know too is that his wife, Bethan, was also a doctor as well, but he had designs on a romance with Bethan, and she knocked him back time and again. And if I remember myself correctly, about 16 different men had asked her to marry her. She must have been special, Bethan Phillips, something Bethan Phillips. And if I was just reading his life story again the other night there, and I was just telling you about many people, many Christian men were all queuing up to ask Bethan to marry them. She must have been special. But Martin Lloyd would arrive there at the end of the day. Oh, look at Aksa. Came to pass when she came to him and she moved him to ask her father field, and she lighted from her ass, and Caleb said unto her, "Oh, lovely." And she said, "Oh, it's coming back, my friend. We're finishing where we started. How did we start 2 weeks ago? How did we start 2 weeks ago? The prayer of Jabez. Bless me indeed. Oh, we've been looking at this morning the prayer of Jabez. Bless me indeed. How are we finishing this morning? Finishing again. And she said unto him, give me a blessing. For thou hast given me a southland, give me also springs of water. And Caleb gave her her upper springs and the nether springs. Like father, like daughter, right? Like father, like daughter. My friend, if you're a Christian father this morning, make sure that you can bring the best Christian influence to your family that they follow you. You know, you ever notice how children imitate their dads? My great-grandson, he's not 2 yet, but I was down the centre and he'd go very walking. Sometimes I'm walking my hands in my back, so I haven't walked around. He's not really good. He's walking down the centre, his hands in his back. Like this. I was over at his house just last week there, and I happened to be standing in my hand with my behind me, and friend standing with his hands in his back. He imitates his papa, with hands at the back. Well, that's just little things. Make sure as Christian fathers that we bring the best example for our children to follow. Our children, grandchildren, maybe even great-grandchildren, to the glory of God. So we'll leave it there today, and maybe going in 2 weeks' time, I think we'll probably look at, and that right-hand might be with me, so we'll look at other requests of the Jabez that my hand might be upon me, and we'll leave it there this morning. 252 is Michael hymn 252. This I think was wonderful, almost too wonderful to be that God's own Son should come from heaven and die to save a child. 252. Let's stand to sing. Father, we just looked at the life of one of the exciting spiritual personalities of the Old Testament, Caleb, just singing there, like the flame within my heart. And Caleb, for 45 years, kept a flame burning within his heart. What was it? His inheritance. That's what it was. He never doubted that you would fulfill what you'd promised him. Never doubted for a moment, even though it took 45 years to realize. And it tells me something else about Caleb. It tells me this. I do believe that one of the reasons why he kept the vision, because he felt he was so blessed to be given that inheritance, however long it would take. He was so indebted to you. So indebted to you for what you were given. So however long it would take. So Father, we just pray again. Thank you for the word of God. Just pray for God's people today. Any scriptures, rhema words, visions that God has given us still to be fulfilled. May we sustain them. Because I'm sure this morning or this afternoon, we'll see it all realized to the glory of God. So keep your hand upon us as we part, watch over us, till we meet again tonight. These things we ask in your name and prayers. Yes.